I love great conversations. Hi, my name is Angel Jones. Thank you for joining me on 12-minute convos where I help you create a brand of your own unique, real self. Listen in as I have conversations with amazing people from all over the world. Good night, Jeff Leisawitz. How are you going on this wonderful, beautiful night?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
It's a great pleasure to connect with you, Jeff. Tell us, what part of the world are you in right now?
Yeah, I'm in Seattle, Washington, at the northwest corner of the US of A.
Oh, there we go. Jeff, you know, what you've done tonight in our pre-conversation speaks a lot to what I've experienced on this podcast, where when preparation meets opportunity or something like that. Butchered that. Opportunity comes when there's preparation, something like that, right? But just you being there just a bit before and having a conversation, there's value in that. So I appreciate that tremendously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So tell me, my friend, which of your talents is responsible for us connecting?
Which of my talents? I don't know. Putting up a LinkedIn page, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you responded to in that.
Yeah, most definitely the podcast part of what you do is what is the thing you put up there. Is it real though? Are you really a podcaster?
Well, I have done podcasts for sure. Yeah, absolutely. I've been doing some sort of video interviews recently as well. So that's, it's sort of similar, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. So who did you learn that skill from?
Oh, I've been a musician and audio producer for many, many years. Have a lot of music and film and TV. I actually teach songwriting and recording at a college up here.
Wow.
So producing podcasts is a piece of cake compared to producing, music.
Exactly.
So I sometimes teach that to my students who are interested as well.
That's great. Now, I'll stand for the podcasting audience just to say it's not that podcasting is a piece of cake. He just said that in comparison, right? Because, hey.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did not mean to put down podcasting at all, because making a great podcast is quite an endeavor for sure.
Yeah.
It does take plenty of skills and thoughtfulness to do it, and time and energy.
Yeah. But in nowhere, producing a song is the same. It's definitely two different kettle of fishes. Definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So you've been doing this. So what service are you bringing to market specifically that we can access?
Well, I do a lot of things creatively, like I said, music and photography and writing and stuff like that. But the biggest thing that I've got going on now for sure is my book and my workshops and webinars and speaking gigs around the book. My book is called Not Effing Around, the No Bullshit Guide for Getting Your Creative Dreams Off the Ground.
Intriguing.
So, yes, I've been, like I said, a creative type my whole life. And I have realized over time that creativity is not a luxury item. It is something that is built into us as humans. And it is really a mode or a system or a way to be seen, expressed, and healed in the world. And I am bringing this message, through the book and through the podcast and stuff like that, through the workshops, to really anybody who wants to hear it and is willing to, take the courage to step into their creative selves, to be seen, healed, and expressed in the world. It's big. I've seen it in myself, and I've seen it in, zillions of students and people.
Where's the best place for us to go to connect with what you're offering here?
Oh, yeah. You can just go to my website, if you can spell my last name, which is jeffleisawitz.com. That's Leis like Sam, Awitz. Hopefully you can put a link up there somewhere.
Yeah, sure. It'll be in the show notes. Stephen Pressfield definitely impacted my life tremendously. And last night I wrote this thing that he said in his book, The War of Art.
Mm-hmm.
The Art of War. My apologies. No, The War of Art. Sorry, The War of Art. Yeah.
It's one of those two.
Yeah, it's definitely The War of Art. So he said, first, last, and always, the professional focuses on mastery of the craft. And I think it's what you're speaking to, right? Like, get up and do. Get up and do. Get up and do. It's what's necessary, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You got to be, to excel in a career, yes, that's absolutely true. But I would also suggest that everyone is creative, and not everyone needs or wants to take their craft as far as it can go. I believe there's a huge amount of benefit and healing in, playing around with watercolors in the evening, or writing a poem and never even, sharing it with someone, or just sharing it with your best friend, or, your wife or husband, or, whatever. So achieving those skills, yeah, sure, that's going to get you far in terms of your expression. But there's also a lot of power in simply playing with your creativity at whatever level you're at.
Hey, well, I believe with you, Jeff. I believe. Well, tell me one other thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years, please.
Well, something I've done consistently. Well, this is sort of, in the world of creativity. I do this thing called speed rapping, which is writing either, pen and paper or on the computer for at least 10 minutes at a time. And the rules are you can't stop. You have to move forward. Spelling doesn't count, nothing like that. But you can't make any sense in what you're doing. You can't finish a thought or a sentence, which means you just have to, do a stream of consciousness kind of thing, or throw opposites in there or whatever. And what happens when you do this is it loosens up your mind. It sort of short circuits your conscious mind. And then what happens after you do this for a while is your subconscious starts to drip out onto the page, and you will find various images, thoughts, ideas that you didn't even know you were thinking.
Wow.
And that's where the really good stuff is. That's where you can become more conscious. You can heal yourself in various ways, and you can use that as fodder for your creativity.
Wow.
So, yeah.
It's the first time I've heard of it. I love it. I'll definitely be trying that. How does it make you feel?
Oh, it makes your brain feel good. It really does. Because, again, it sort of overloads the circuits of what you can handle, consciously. And it really does sort of open you up and let the creativity and the energy flow through you. Because I think we spend a lot of time in this world kind of trying to hold it all together, with all the stresses and everything else that the world offers us. So just taking 10 minutes in the morning to do that, or before you're about to do some creative project, or go into a meeting, or who knows what, I think it's really helpful.
Yeah, I love that. All right, so my friend Jeff Leisawitz. All right, amazing audience. So we're live with Jeff Leisawitz. Again, he is doing a ton. You could check him out at jeffleisawitz.com, which is LEISAWITZ. We'll definitely have that in the show notes, jeffleisawitz.com. Jeff, let's switch gears for a moment now, and let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Jeff, what is your earliest childhood memory?
Earliest childhood memory. Perhaps it is a birthday party, running around at my birthday party, and it was cake and presents, something like that. Yeah, that's a good question. I haven't thought about that in a long time.
Yeah, it's cool. How old do you think you were?
Probably 2 or 3 years old,
Why do you think this memory sticks out so clearly?
Oh, because it was exciting, and, there was just so much, the family around you giving you all this love, and games and presents and candy, and, just all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's intriguing.
Yeah.
That's intriguing. So you're at your birthday party, the memory that sticks out the most. So is there something that occurred, or is there, are you just running around? Yeah.
I really just kind of remember running around and, like I said, the cake, maybe blowing out the candles, or attempting to, that's a pretty big event in a young man's life.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, my friend, if we fast forward to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
Oh, wow. 12 years old. I'm going to say it might, I can't pick these things, and I don't know exactly the timeline, but I'm going to guess either Rockin' the Paradise by Styx, Don't Stop Believin', the awesome Journey song, or perhaps Billy Idol's White Wedding.
Yeah, I love it. I'll definitely connect the dots on Don't Stop Believing, right?
Yeah, for sure. Love that song. Love all those songs still.
Yeah. All All right, man. All right. Well, Jeff, we've arrived at our destination. It's been quick, right? But we've arrived at our destination. But before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form. So it's yes or no, possibly a bit more. We're going to go pretty quickly here. Are you ready, Jeff?
I believe so, yeah. Sure.
Jeff sounds like, hey, well, I'm in a tailspin here. Jeff, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Have I chosen someone to pass on my skills to? I have not chosen someone, but I am offering what I know to anyone who cares to receive it.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you married?
Am I married? No.
Do you have children?
I do not.
Do you believe in God?
I do.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No.
How about 3 hours a week?
3 hours a week, yeah.
What about screen time, the phone and or the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Well, it's definitely about or more than 8, yeah, generally.
All right.
Except weekends. At weekends, I try to turn that thing off.
I know the feeling. Well, Jeff, I'll tell you, after 1,001 conversations in 3 months in 2016, I came up with a workbook thereafter, the name of it being called Yours, which stands for Your Own Unique Real Self. Idea being to connect you with your mission, your own unique real statement as you answer those questions, right? Mm-hmm. My question to you is, Jeff, if you had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents Jeff Leisawitz, what would you say that is?
A statement that represents myself. Well, it is just to be who you are and shine in the world.
Yeah, it's cool. Hey, Jeff, great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Just thank you for having me on. It's quite a pleasure, and I hope your audience gets some benefits out of my my little talk here.
Yeah, this was great. Jeff, thank you for being on what is inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Stay tuned for more from our advertisers.
Diabetes is a mountain pandemic. It's a disease that's not acute but chronic. Similar to this rhyming method, I have simplified the definition, the signs and symptoms, and the complications of diabetes for both adults and children in my books, Poems for Patients, A Focus on Diabetes, and The ABCs of Diabetes for Children. These books are available on Amazon.com, and for more information, you can visit my website, poemsbyaj.com. That's poemsbyaj.com.